Crazy Taxi 3! High Roller!
In 1999, Sega blessed us all with yet another magnificent arcade game, Crazy Taxi, the wild racer where you earn fares by hunting the city for passengers and getting them to their destination as fast as possible. That's it. That's all the game's about. A year later, it was ported to the Dreamcast, and just so happens I was purchasing a Dreamcast in 2000. And while doing so, I picked up Crazy Taxi as my first game for the console. The game brought me hour after hour of enjoyment, and surprisingly, the game didn't seem to ever get old for me. The next year, Crazy Taxi 2 was released, and 2002 saw the release of Crazy Taxi 3 High Roller for the Xbox. Right off the bat, the game already pleases me in the sense that they included the levels and drivers from the previous two titles. So if you want to flash back to the original game, just select the West Coast level and one of the original drivers and let those same three Offspring songs repeat over and over again. Same thing goes with the Small Apple level that was previously in Crazy Taxi 2, though this time for some reason the level takes place at night. The new level, Glitter Oasis, which is clearly Las Vegas, is a nice addition to the series. You can go anywhere from the Strip to the deserts right outside of the city, but I did notice a lot of slowdown in this level, especially when near a lot of traffic. The taxis control the way the game title implies. Crazy. Turning is tight and quick, and the cars feature a few unique abilities like being able to jump by pressing the Y button. There's also the Crazy Dash and Crazy Drift, which do come in handy when getting around. Everything handles nicely on the Xbox. Even the controller doesn't feel too far off the Dreamcasts. Crazy X is a mode in which you take part in wild challenges, like hitting a giant baseball with the front end of your taxi and trying to knock it into a crowd. It's actually a nice break from the normal pace of looking for cab fares, but some of the challenges are pretty tough. I mean, I wanted to throw the controller through the TV during some of these. The soundtrack matches the pace of the game to a T. Bands like The Offspring and Bad Religion make up the in-game music and really add to the frantic, chaotic race against the clock. I've always liked the way the Crazy Taxi series looked. It was great in the arcade, it ported to the Dreamcast perfectly, and though it looks a bit dated on the Xbox, it has that undeniable Crazy Taxi look to it. The game just has a fun, inviting feel to it. The player selection is alright. It's not like you need many to choose from anyway. I mean, the cars all handle like Hot Wheels. Though I'm glad to see that Slash and Axel finally put aside their differences to take part in the game. The cars are all classic convertibles. I get the convertibles because they have passengers jumping in and out, but they could have mixed in a few newer model cars into the game. But who am I to argue with Sega? The game features an arrow at the top center of the screen that helps guide you to your destination. And while it's nearly flawless in the first level, it starts to give me problems in the Small Apple level and is absolutely horrendous in the Glitter Oasis level. At one point the arrow was running me around in a small circle and I really had no idea where to go. I searched up, I searched all around, everything, but nothing helped me. I just ended up running out of time. Honestly, if this game didn't include the level from the first game in the series, I don't know if I would play it much. I mean, I don't like the Small Apple level much. The Glitter Oasis level is cool, but none of it matches that feel the original level gives me. Maybe it's all the memories of playing it for countless hours as a half-baked teenager, or the thrill I get when seeing the Tower Records and Fila stores, two things that are pretty much non-existent these days. Sega just had a gem with Crazy Taxi, and they really tried to keep it alive with sequels. And though they still fun, addicting games, personally, I feel nothing can compare to the original. I picked this game up recently for $5, and that's more than worth it for the first game, let alone 2 more packed in with it. In the long run, you really just can't go wrong with a Crazy Taxi game.